Well, I think it just was I feel like guys played really, really well today on both ends of the floor. Probably our best and most complete game for 40 minutes. Just really proud of their effort. I was proud of how we responded. Got down 16-8, and guys just kept playing and making plays, and they connected really well all night. And so it was a really good team win.
How did the end of the Wichita game, coming back and winning that one, I mean, how much was that a boost for the guys, heading into this one?
I think it was helpful heading into this game. We talked about it, before we played Tulsa, talked about, starting where we finished. The second half, how we finished. We wanted to start this game and play that way. I thought we only had 3 turnovers in the second half. I say, let's continue to build off of that. And I would have never guessed that we don't have 3 turnovers for the entire 40 minutes. So the guys really did take some of that to heart and really valued the basketball and possessions.
Back-to-back games now, defensively, back to the type of team that you want to see. What has led to that?
Well, I think guys are getting more comfortable in their roles now. Mike's absence was big for us. I think with him, we were minus 20 points. So we were giving up probably 58 to 60, with him. Without him, we were giving up close to 80 for about 4 or 5 games in a row. So it was good to see guys kind of respond in their roles and understand what they have to do so we can be successful defensively. I thought our bigs did a really good job. They've been getting better every game, understanding what we want, defending and rebounding, and that's really helped us.
You called that disjointed a couple games ago. You said
yeah, we were
disjointed.
Yeah, we were. I mean, it's just going to happen when you're missing, 3 starters in and out, never really practicing. I mean, it's no way guys can come in and be fluid and have the kind of chemistry that you want them to have. I mean, we want them to do it. We're not going to make excuses, but it's just hard to be successful like that. It takes time to get comfortable in your role. I mean, now that's a starter for us. DJ's not in there for a number of those games that we didn't win. He's coming back and he's adjusting, getting back in shape, getting his rhythm back. So all those things we have to battle through, and I thought our guys fought the entire time. It wasn't as if the fight wasn't there. It's just we weren't executing as well as we were earlier in the season. I think that contributed to the fact that they weren't out there, like you said, disjointed.
Coach, 3 turnovers for you guys tonight. Obviously, that's a low turnover ratio there. So what would you like to see moving forward, that you saw tonight that they did a good job of not committing turnovers?
I'd like for us to continue to keep it simple. I think that's the way you avoid turning the ball over. Everybody kind of knowing who you are on the floor and playing to your strengths. And I think we did a lot of that tonight, and we did a lot of that in the second half at Wichita. And that allowed us, I think, to keep our turnover ratio low. So we want to continue to build off of what we did today. It's a process, but I think our best basketball is still ahead of us. I keep saying it because I know as we continue to get guys back, I think we continue to improve.
We saw Michael without his left hand in a cast or a wrap up anymore. Is he close to returning?
He's getting there. He's definitely getting closer. You're right. He's out of the cast now. That's the first step. Now he has to continue to to build strength and flexibility and mobility in his hand from it being in a cast for that long. But it's just part of the process. But he's getting there. I don't know when the date will be, but he's closer, and that's good for us.
And Brandon Young had his right hand in a wrap or a wrist or some sort of brace or something. What's his status?
His status is he's more day to day. He's been injured also, and he's been playing, but he's been banged up, and so he's kind of day to day. And was really sore, and so he couldn't go today. But hopefully he'll be better and feel better with a couple more days of rest, and maybe he can go when we start practice on Monday.
Brandon Suggs, I know he got in there towards the end of the first half. I don't think I saw him in the second half. How is he?
Was doing well. Had a little setback. That's why you didn't see him in the second half. First half I thought he was good, but he has one of those injuries where he tweaked it again, and so it was better for him not to go back in. So hopefully get treatment tonight, get treatment tomorrow. Hopefully he'll be able to start, getting with us on Monday. But he's not been with us, very much. I think he had one practice literally before this game that he played today. So he's getting better. It's just a process.
You guys set a new program record for most 3-pointers a game. You tied the record back during the Memphis double overtime throw, but here, just with regulation, you ended up breaking the record. What were you seeing from the on-the-arc shooting with these guys?
Saw a lot of guys confident in their shot. They were confident. I thought they made a lot of connecting plays. If you think about all the threes that we took, they were assisted, and that's what we want to see, where guys are helping each other become better on the basketball court. And when we've done that, when we've had a good assist-to-turnover ratio, I think we've been a good basketball team. You know, we're getting 15 plus assists. You know, we've been really, really good. And so today it was one of those nights where it just all clicked, and we ended up having 28 assists. And so when we do that, I think, you know, we can compete with anybody.
What'd you think about the whole space game, the special uniforms, all that stuff? What did you think about tonight?
You know, it was great. You know, I'm in Citronaut blue. So
Does that look a little different?
No, Trey, Citronaut blue. No, it's felt a little odd at first, but you know, I'm a team player. so it was good. And, you know, it may be my new favorite color after the way our guys played today. But they played really well, really proud of our guys. And then we have to, you know, move on to the next play. You know, we have to move on. And that's that has to be our mindset.
You guys also added a little bit of a Star Wars theme to this space game as well. Are you a fan of Star Wars? What was it like to see those characters?
Now, I don't know who's not a fan of Star Wars. You know, I can't say that I'm a fan. I think they were great movies, and you know, a little before their time. And so it's no, I'm definitely a fan. I'm sure like a lot of America is. And yeah, it was a good atmosphere. I thought our student section was great. You know, but they've been great all year, and that's what we have to have. We have to keep building. We have to keep building that, where people are coming in and the arena is more full, and I think we get momentum like that. As I said, our guys are going to give a great effort. They're going to give max effort every night. I can't think of a game we haven't done that, and we just keep building together. It's going to take all of us to do what we want to do here, and let's keep all pulling in the same direction.
It's funny you mentioned the student section, because them and the entire arena practically brought the house down when Pooh made that jumper
Exactly.
at the end. So what was it? Can you talk about what Pooh means to this team, and talk about like why the bench and just the entire crowd just goes nuts whenever he just not only just gets the ball but manages to make a jumper like that?
Well, because he epitomizes what we want at UCF and as our student athletes. He comes in, he works hard every day, doesn't get the chance to play in many games, but it never, you know, discourages him from how hard he comes in and practices. He comes in every day and he pushes our guys in practice. He gives them 110% every time he's on the floor. So when he gets the opportunity, the guys respect that. They appreciate that because they know the sacrifice he's making to never get in games, but he comes in with that same energy and enthusiasm every day. So that's what we want from our guys. He sets a great standard for us. And so that's why they're so happy when he has success out there, because they know that his commitment is at the highest level of all of our guys.
You go on the road now to play Memphis, just a couple weeks removed from the big double overtime game. What was your big takeaway from that game that you think is going to be telling in this next match?
Well, I'm going to have to look at the game again and start studying it. I mean, I thought it was a great game. Things that stick in my mind, I thought Davis had 50, but he had 42. I mean, it was an incredible game. I thought we maybe sent him to the line too many times. We had to play our D a little bit better and be a little more disciplined defensively. I think Kendrick shot like 23 free throws. That's not our defense, so we have to be better there. I thought both teams played, you know, I thought executed their offense fairly well. I think we got to be better defensively on the road, of course, going there. But I need to look at them more to kind of see exactly, you know, what the game plan will be. You know, I'm pretty much an in-the-moment guy, so obviously we've been throwing everything at Tulsa because that's our next opponent. And as we go tomorrow for Super Bowl Sunday, we'll start throwing everything at Memphis.
Well, Wichita's a place that you hadn't normally done well, right? First victory there. And Memphis is a place that the team has struggled with. What is it about that Memphis arena? Is it just a little bit different for your guys in years past?
Well, it's a great atmosphere. It always starts with the atmosphere. You go there to play. I mean, the atmosphere is electric. I mean, it's you know, usually full or close to full, and they play well there. And so understanding that, just like Wichita does. I mean, those atmospheres. I mean, those places are, you know, 80 to 90%, if not all the way full, most of those games. And so just that environment, like you said, when you're in a timeout, you're in a huddle, you know, you can barely hear you trying to deliver the message to your players. I mean, you're trying to talk to them and you're being drowned out all the time, you know, what you're trying to say with execution. You have to use hand signals to call plays and different things to make sure you get your points across to your guys. And so it's a lot of that. And those kids, of course, they're at home. And they play with a lot of confidence in their home arena. So I think it's a combination of those things. But, you know, we've won, you know, big games on the road before. We've played against some great teams and we've been successful. We have to understand that, and we have to go there understanding that, you know, we have to play well. If we play well, we can give ourselves a chance to win.
Very good. All right, appreciate
Super Bowl.
I know Super Bowl, right?
You got a pick?
Philly.
Really? Okay.
Hey, you got to remember, I played for the Sixers now.
Yeah, there you go.
So, you know, I got to go there.
There you go. Appreciate
All
it.
right, guys, enjoy the
Thank
rest
you.
of your weekend.